Morning, guys. I am heading out to the Dane to Sauk County Trail Bridge to see the progress they had on that, how far they've gotten. Also, I thought we'd check out the MacKenzie Center. It's DNR took that over quite a while ago, but I mean, I have my state park pass, but for there you don't need one, so just to let you know. They have a little logging cabin there, museum, I guess. Thanks for clicking on this video, and we'll be there shortly. All right, let's check this bridge out. Looks like they opened it up on this side. They opened the road up, but no droning today. It's upper 80s and windy. We got a strong southerly wind. And it looks to me, they got the stuff set up here. It looks to me like they're working on the other side. Again, I don't have the new mics. Come to find out, the special lightning adapter, you can't just plug a cord in. Special lightning adapter is on back order. Nobody has any, not even DJI. What is that, a loon? It went underwater. Not approach bison habitat. Cool. Well, there's an old building there. Let's check that out. Park over here in the shade. It's 86 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, I don't know what this is. Let's go check this out. There's the Ridge Trail. Look at these big oaks. An old barn. There's some restrooms over there. Seems like the wind's died down. I mean, it's gonna really get hot, feel hot. There's a bat house up there. How cool is that, huh? I gotta get my bat house up. Looks like that's all there is here. I'm looking for the logging cabin that's a museum. All right, I'm gonna try and find it. A little windy, the wind's picking back up. Yeah, so I'm up the road just a tad. This is wildlife trail. Tick warning. Doug Duckert. Alright, let's check it out. There are some who can live without wild things and some who cannot. The opportunity to see geese is more important than television. Leopold. This self-guiding trail will introduce you to wildlife management and suggest ways that you can wildlife. A lot of dragonflies. Well, what is this? Nesting material, huh? Bluebird, robin, squirrel. Oh, there's a deer back in there. Okay, windbreak walk. We're going this way though. There's the badger's den. I was in there going to the bathroom. Let's see what this says. Wildlife exhibit. Didn't bring any bug spray. Nature trail, wildlife exhibit. Oh yeah. MacKenzie Center. Oh yeah, they moved that tower here, MacKenzie Fire Tower. Number 4, there it is. Enjoy learn about conservation. A lot of good stuff here. Let's check out the wildlife area. Man, look at these tall trees. Camera doesn't do it justice. There's the tower. I see Smokey Bear. Climb at your own risk. Smile for Smokey Bear. That's the closest I ever been to Smokey Bear. This demonstration fire tower is 80 feet high. From the observation tower, 40 feet above the ground. A good view of the surrounding countryside is possible, demonstrating the value of towers in the early detection of fires. Towers are used only during dry spells when there is a high fire danger. This demonstration tower is not used to spot fires. When climbing the tower, use handrails and caution. Well, first, let's take a look at... Please do not feed the animals. The American bison, national symbol of the Great Plains prairies. There he is, way the heck over there. I know you can see the camera changing, but he's facing the wrong direction, isn't he? There's some over there. They're molting, aren't they? All right. Wow. Native American uses of the bison. And they used it for a lot of things. Oh, there he is. Oh. I don't know. You think we ought to climb the tower? I'm dizzy just looking at it. Let's go. I'm afraid of heights. This looks pretty safe. Okay, that's enough. No, just kidding. All right, let's go up and let's have a look. Rest a minute. We'll head down that trail in a bit. All right, let's head down, see what else we can find. If I can get down holding this. It's kind of nice that nobody else is around. But you should come check this out anyways. there was one wooden tower somewhere I wanted to go to. Hey, there's a Leopold bench. Whew. Donated from Poynette Public Library, Penny Drive. Smoky. Wow, we were way up there. Stay back, wildlife may bite. What the heck is in here? I don't see anything. They're all out of the sun. They're smart. Let's check out the forestry exhibit. It's good. I needed to get out anyways, get some exercise. It is warm. I don't mind it. Yeah, this is where I want it. You sure see a lot of these old cabins on this channel, don't you? Logging Museum. This cabin was built more than 100 years ago in northwestern Wisconsin, near Grantsburg, by one of the first families to settle in that area. Its walls of pine logs were shaped by hand and were nearly airtight. It is now a museum telling the story of our state's early lumbering history. Oh, wow. So that's the Wisconsin's original pine forest. The lumbering area. The lumbering era was an important segment of Wisconsin's history. It began about 1830 with the production of a few thousand board feet of lumber. In the years that followed, output grew rapidly until 1892, when Wisconsin led the world in lumber production with over 4 billion board feet. Our timber wealth helped build Chicago, St. Louis, many other Midwestern cities and towns, as well as countless settlers' homesteads on the treeless prairies west of the Mississippi. The period was one of exploitation and waste. The resource was believed inexhaustible. Yeah, I found out that's not true. Lumbering needed money and men to get started. Both came from the East. The lumberjacks were men of many nationalities, with many of the experienced jacks coming from Maine. Here's a typical group of these men in front of their bunkhouse. I don't want to read all these. You probably should come down and check them all out. That doesn't look like fun. Felling wedge. Crosscut saw. Oh, my dad had one of these saws. Skidding tongs. Camp hook. Oh. Logging camp scene. You know, they show a lot of this in the winter time. hear bees in here. Look at all those logs. Log jam. Aha! That's the old stain log puller, that one in Wabino. I want to go up there. It's coming up. When they pull that out and they drive it around. I'd like to go up and check that out when they're driving it around. So I might do that, but I'm going to be busy that Saturday. But hope to head up there Sunday. Try not to get all the reflection. Although there's no exact date, about 1910 was the beginning of conservation thinking. The exciting period of unimpeded exploitation had ended. In less than 50 years, the great Wisconsin forest, once thought inexhaustible, was reduced to a fire-scarred stump prairie. There will never be another sleigh haul, and there will never be another log drive in Wisconsin, but the memory of this group of lumbermen will never be forgotten. It is all part of the story of the building of our state. Wow. Let's give a hand to the contributors. Now, there is a sawmill set up over here, early sawmill. Let's check this out. There you have trails going everywhere. That's real nice over there. Early sawmill. Portable sawmills like this one helped build Wisconsin. This kind of was called a ratchet and pinion saw because the carriage was moved by gears. It didn't slip like conventional cable driven saws, but was slower to operate and therefore never became popular. It was powered originally by a steam engine and later by a tractor. Let's walk around this thing. That must be the sugar shack, huh? Look at that. Siberian spruce. Wow, look at the size of that log. Ancient log. This white pine log was about 250 years old when cut in 1964 in the Flambeau River State Forest. contains enough lumber to build 3 rooms of a new home. Few this size remain in Wisconsin. The sleighs beneath it were the type pulled by oxen in the early logging days. Later they were replaced by narrow runnered sleighs that were pulled by horses on iced roads. All right.